Hi everyone, welcome again to our entrepreneurship classes, and we are in our unit 4. Okay, we'll begin with our new unit, that is unit 4, entrepreneurship as innovation and problem solving. So we all know what is an entrepreneurship and who is an entrepreneur. So we also know what is an innovation. But let me just remind you, what do we mean by innovation? Okay, innovation means doing things differently or adapting new methods of production or new technology or new idea. Innovation is adding something to the existing products and services also, which was never there. So in simple terms, innovation means doing things differently, which was not there before or which did not existed in the past. Okay, so innovation basically is doing new things in a different way. So here your chapter is entrepreneurship as innovation and problem solving. Okay, so we all know that opportunity, right? We all get an opportunity to get admission in new school. We all get opportunity to get a new job. We all get opportunity to meet new friends. But in case of business, or in the point of view of entrepreneur, here opportunity means business opportunity, and business opportunity can be found and acquired through the business environment. And opportunity and problem solving are closely related. Let me just cite an example. Before, decades ago, people used to use typewriters, right? People used to use typewriters to type. But when they were using typewriters to type, if they have made any mistake in the middle of typing, then what they had to do was they had to go and retype the whole page again. Okay, so that was a problem for the typewriters. Therefore, there was a innovation known as word processors and Microsoft Words. They came into being, where it solved the problem of the typewriters, where you can type a page, and if there is any mistake in the middle of your typing, then you can delete that particular area or particular words which is not correct, and you can type again without retyping the whole page. Okay, so that is innovation, right? There was a problem about the typewriters, and the entrepreneurs came up with the idea of word processors. So there is a consistency or relation between opportunity and problem solving. Okay, so whenever there is an problem, here entrepreneurs take problem as challenges. Problems are challenges, and those challenges can be found. Those challenges are problems. So those problems to the solutions becomes the opportunity, and that opportunity is known as business opportunity. So if there is problem, then you get an opportunity, right? There is a relation between opportunity and problem solving. So here, Joseph A. Schumpeter have defined entrepreneurs as innovators. He said that entrepreneurs are innovators, and he also said that the fourth factor in the economic factor is entrepreneur. The first three is land, labor, and capital, right? So the fourth element in the economic factor is entrepreneur, is what Joseph A. Schumpeter said. He even said that entrepreneurs are those people who combines those factors of production, that is land, labor, and capital, and come up with a particular product, which is an innovation. Okay, so there is a direct relationship between the problem and opportunity, or problem and idea. So let me just cite a few examples. Okay, let me just cite few examples of innovations which are a base for successful venture or successful entrepreneurs in today's world and today. So the first one is penicillin. The first example I would like to take is about penicillin. As we all know that penicillin is an antibiotic, right? So penicillin was founded or invented by Dr. Alexander Fleming. Okay, Dr. Alexander Fleming was working on a wonder drug. He was working on a wonder drug which could cure all the diseases and kill all the bacteria present in a human body. But despite of his experiment, he failed and failed and failed. So one day, after coming from the vacation from Scotland, what this Dr. Alexander Fleming found was that he found a petri dish which he discarded. A petri dish may be his chemical, some kind of reaction which he left. Okay, he left and it got discarded and contaminated. And what he found was that that petri dish which was contaminated had a mold in it, and that mold killed all the bacteria around him. So he got the idea that that mold could be used as a cure to kill all the bacteria, and that's how this the world's first antibiotic, that is penicillin, came into being. He invented this penicillin in the year 1928 at London on September 28, and till today penicillin is used by many people, and it covers the a huge market share in today's business as well. Therefore, he was a bacteriologist, but he could not find an antibiotic. But he kept on experimenting, and one day he saw a mold that was found from the contaminated petri dish. That's how he came with the penicillin. That's how penicillin was invented, and that's how an innovation in the pharmaceutical company came into being. Okay, the next is potato chips. I hope we all eat potato chips every day, and we loved it as well, right? So let us look into how it was innovated or how it was invented. Okay, potato chips was invented by George Crumb. Okay, George Crumb, he was a chef at Moon Lake, Sarogita in Moon Lake Sarogita, okay, in New York. So he was a chef. Then one day a customer came. And asked a plate of fried potatoes. Then he served the fried potatoes, but it could not satisfy the customer. The customer keep on rejecting his potato chips. The customer asked for thinner and crispier potato chips. He gave again George Crumb did his best and again served him a plate of potato chips. Not potato chips, potato fries, which the customer did not like again. So what did this George Crumb did was that he got angry and fussy. Okay, he got very angry. Then he lost his temper. What he did was he sliced the potato in the thinnest possible way he could, because so that the customer customer will not be able to eat with his fork. Okay, he was angry, so he decided to cut the potato in the thinnest possible way and fried it until it became like a stone. Okay, stone. So he decided to do that, and when he did that, he sliced the potato in the thinnest possible way and served the customer. The customer was surprisingly very satisfied. That's how potato chips came into being. Okay, and it covers a lot of market share in today's world. Potato chips was first known as potato crunches or Sagorita chips, because it was invented at Sagorita in Moon Lake Hotel, and later this George Crumb came up with his own restaurant of potato chips. Okay, that's how potato chips was innovated, right? It appeared out of nowhere, and from here we can understand that business opportunity exists everywhere around us. The only thing is that we need to tap the right opportunity. Okay, so let's take another example of an innovation or invention. So the next one is the pacemaker. Okay, pacemaker, it was invented by John Hobbs, who was a Canadian electrical engineering. He was an engineer, he was a person who was doing research on hypothermia. Okay, hypothermia, where he used to use radio frequency to to restore the body temperature. Then one fine day, he decided to check the radio frequency on dogs, and he came up with a point that when the heart temperature gets lower and the heartbeat stops, then it can be restored by artificial stimulation, and that artificial stimulation can restore back the heartbeats. Okay, so that's how this cardiac pacemaker came into being, and it is very useful in today's medical world. And today, when the first cardiac machine, this pacemaker machine was invented, it was too big that it could not it could not be placed in hospitals, it occupied a lot of space. But later on, it was standardized and sophisticated. So now in today's business world and in today's medical world, everyone have this cardiac pacemaker. That's how innovation comes into being, okay, everywhere and anywhere. The next is microwave oven. I hope you know what is a microwave oven, and I hope you all have it at home. So microwave oven was invented by Percy Spencer. Okay, it was innovated by Percy Spencer. He was an engineer at Raytheon Corporation or Raytheon Company after the World War II. What he did was, how this idea came into his mind was that they were working on a radar related research project with new vacuum tube. Then a sweet or a chocolate was melting in his pocket. Then he was working in that radar. So when the sweet melted in his pocket, he got the idea that that radar machine, when this popcorn went inside that machine, it pop up. So he got the idea from there, right? So by accident or by mistake also, you get certain innovative and innovation ideas. The next one is inkjet printer. Okay, inkjet printer, it was invented by an engineer who was working in a Canon company. That particular engineer accidentally kept a hot iron on top of his pan. Okay, and when he kept that hot iron on top of his pan, he got he saw that the ink was ejected from there. That's how he got the idea of inkjet printer, where we use today in our in our printing matters and in our printers. Okay, so that's how inkjet printer came into being. With all these innovation examples, we all come to know that these innovation ideas came from everywhere and every sources in the environment. Okay, so there was a problem. Some there was a problem, and some it was by accident or out of nowhere, right? But we all know that innovation and problem solving, or opportunity and problem solving, used to be always correlated, because when problem comes, you have to find the solution. As entrepreneurs, when you get the solution of a particular problem, that becomes an opportunity for you. I would like to cite another example. Many of the Northeast students used to go to Delhi, right? They used to go to Delhi for the further studies. But the main problem with the students of Northeast is the food habit. They cannot cope up with food habits of the Delhiites. Okay, so what they did was, the Northeast students who went to Delhi, they brought a chef from the Northeast, and they came up with the idea that chef would cook for them, which is according to the taste and preferences of the Northeastern students. So what they did, they brought a chef from the Northeast, and not only they brought the chef to cook for them, but they opened a restaurant which is suitable for all the Northeastern students. So the problem of not coping up with the food habits of the mainland Indians was a problem. But what they did was, from that problem, they found a solution. That is, they brought a chef from Northeast, and they got the restaurant open, where they not only solved the problem, but they also had an economic idea to earn more. Okay, so that's how they came up with an enterprise. And so entrepreneurship and innovation and problem solving, okay, they always go hand in hand. Okay, so we will move ahead to our next topic, that is new industries of new age. Okay, this is a very small topic in your unit 4, and by new industries of new age means our industry or our market today in India is, or in the world, or as global, from heavy industries, we are moving to new technology based industries. Okay, our aim in today's as entrepreneurs in today's market is shifting from the heavy industries to the technological industries. Technological new economy, new economy or new industries of new age means moving towards the internet or communication, or moving more towards the computer based industries. Okay, so in today's world and today's market, what most of the entrepreneurs do is that they don't want to they are working towards more of the computer based technology industries than more than that heavy based industries technologies. So there are some of the new and upcoming industries, such as uh, uh, media companies, such as you all know Netflix, right? Those are also Netflix is an app where you can watch movies or news or whatever you want. So that is an example of new based technology, that is a media company online. Okay, so there are certain examples like online retailers as well. Online retailers is also an example of new industries of new age, which means online retailers here mean that when you can just buy your products from your phone or from your laptops anywhere, and it is easily accessible, which is computer based and which is a technology based. Then you all know, I hope you all know that there these days this car sharing, bike sharing, right? Those are famous. Bicycle sharing, right? And peer finance sharing, all those are related to new industries of new age. What these new industries of new age aims at is to tap today's market with the trend and the preferences of today's market and today's targeted market. What they want to fulfill is to fulfill the customer through online, through social media platforms, and through online advertisement. There are certain online advertisement and crowdfundings, networking business. All those things will come under new industries of new age. Today in today's world, our market is shifting from heavy industry to the new age industry, which is technological based industry or computer based industry. Okay, so what as today's entrepreneur we must focus is on technological based industry, or the new age industry, which is also known as information technology industries or computer based industries. So as entrepreneurs, we have to adapt to the changes that is coming our way, and we have to adapt to the technologies that is there in today's market, so as to outwit our competitors, so as to compete with our competitors and to move forward. So as entrepreneurs, what you need to do is you need to focus on today's market. Okay, in today's market, the entrepreneurs focus more on new industries of this age, that is on computer based technologies and computer based industries. So our market is shifting from heavy industries market to computer based market or computer based industries. Okay, so therefore as entrepreneurs and future entrepreneurs, what you need to do is you need to come up with new innovations, new things as per the need of the target market of today's world. So that's all for today's session, and thank you.